Hello, a beautiful day to you wherever you are. I hope you're having a blessed, abundant, joyful, grateful day today. I wanted to make a video and just talk and just speak. I used to make videos every day a couple of months ago, starting, I think it was in October. I used to make videos literally every day. Like, I used to post literally every day. And it was also for myself, for um, just allowing me to speak and allowing myself to make mistakes, have moments of silence, allow myself to speak and think. And it was really helping me also to make my thoughts come across and stuff. um I noticed that whenever we speak, we try to speak as fast as possible to get to the point, especially if you're speaking to another person and you feel like you don't want to be a burden, so you try to tell the story as fast as possible. But I don't think it's okay if you just take your time. If someone is speaking to you and getting to know you, or it's your friend, your mom, your sister, whoever it is, I think they want to listen to you. Like, I am not gonna meet up with a friend or someone and thinking like, oh, just get to the point already. That just means that I'm not really interested in the person themselves. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, speak speak the way you want to. Make those silent moments. Just speak, be yourself. I'm learning every single day to be myself more and more. And you are allowed to be yourself too. You're allowed to be you. You're allowed to do what you want to do. You're allowed to say what you want to say. You're allowed to share your hobbies and your creativity and your sense of style. And like, take space, girl. Take space. You're allowed to be you. And a lot of the time, I'm gonna say we, but I mean me. I'm just, I just speak like that. We tend to not want to be a burden to our environment where we are and stuff, so we take as little space as possible. Don't take all the space you need. Take all the space you need. Shine bright, shine loud, be you. And every single day I come back to this thought. And even if it's not every single day, it is eventually. I come back to this thought of, be yourself, girl. Be yourself. You've come such a long way for you not to just embrace who you are. Always trying to, like be like this, like not take any space, not be loud, wearing clothes to not draw too much attention, walking a certain type of way to not draw attention, talking a certain type of way to not draw attention, doing anything a certain type of way to not draw attention. And I was reflecting today, and I was reflecting on some things and some people And I was thinking that there were some things that these people I was with did, and it triggered me. And I was thinking of why it was triggering me, what they did and stuff. And I realized because it was because I also want to be noticed, but I try to not be a burden. So whatever they did that triggered me made me come to that conclusion. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it triggered me because I also want to be noticed, but I just don't want to be a burden. So I don't do things loud, and I'm not like trying to force people to like me or put myself out there, like do all of that and stuff, you know? And I was like, interesting. Like now I'm like thinking about it too. I'm like, but why though? If it's if that's the way I want to be, if that's the way that I am, why don't I just allow myself to just be? Why do I stop myself? It's like, you know, when you were a kid and you did some annoying things, or what they said, what your mom or whoever said that is annoying. You used to do something and then your mom is like, stop it, like behave or something. That's what you're doing to yourself. That's what you're doing to yourself, and you're like, stop it, you know, like you're being annoying. Tone it down a little bit. And it's like, but why though? It is me at the end of the day. It is who I am. Why am I trying to be what was taught to me that is normal? What is taught to me that is etiquette? That was taught to me that is what you're supposed to do, you know? Like, no, if I wanna dance in the street, if I wanna do whatever, like if I wanna do whatever, if I wanna say something, if I wanna wear something, if I wanna do something, why do I stop myself from doing that? Why do I stop myself from being noticed? Why do I stop myself because I'm like, oh no, that's awkward, that's cringe, like you're gonna look like a pick me, you're gonna look like a, you wanna be noticed and you wanna be like, like me. The fuck? That has nothing to do with that shit. Like, you just think that you're just being a burden, so that's why you're not saying whatever you wanna say, doing whatever you wanna do, wearing whatever you wanna wear. That's why you're not dreaming big as you should be dreaming right now. You know? You're not a burden. And your dreams are not that big. Make them bigger. Make them bigger. Make your dreams bigger. It is possible. You are in no way, shape, or form a burden. And if you think you're like that, if you feel like that, then you should check your environment. Why do you feel like you're a burden? Why do you feel like you cannot do, say, wear, act the way you want to, and that embraces being you, being yourself? Check that shit. You are good enough. You can shine as bright as you want. And if the people around you look at you sideways and they tell you, like, who do you think you are? What are you doing? That's so cringe. Or they look at you, or, you know, you lose people, then yes, bye. Bye. You're not meant into my circle anyway. You know, because what I noticed with myself and the people that I was reflecting upon was that they want to shine first. They dim your light because they see something in you, so they try to dim your light as much as possible. You know what I mean? And I was just reflecting it upon myself. I was just like, okay, let me see what that has to do with me though. And then I realized everything. I was like, yeah, because I want to shine too, but I feel like I'm a burden. You know what I mean? You're not a burden. Shine, shine, shine. You know that song? You should go listen to it if you don't know it. Cleo Soul, Shine. I think it's literally called Shine. Um yeah. There's so much happening right now. Like I've been working on some things, my art and stuff. And I've been working on this calendar. Um but I've I felt a little bit stuck. I felt like unmotivated or something. And I've been telling myself every day, and I've been writing in my agenda and everything, work on a calendar, work on a calendar. But every single day, something in me is unmotivated or like feels like something. Like I don't want to do it, but I want to do it. One side of me is like, do it, do it, do it. But one other side is like, no, no, like you, I know you want to do it, but like no though, like no. And today, with all this reflection, everything, I just realized, because I want to put some type of information in the calendar. um my main goal with this calendar is to reach women, um for them to understand how their um period cycle works and how the lunar cycle works and how they um, correlate with each other. How you, what you can do and how you can manifest um, the best version of yourself, you know, using the moon's energy and your cycle, your cycle and the moon cycle, you know. And also implementing my own art style and everything in there. But I want it to be filled with love. I want the people that get these calendars to know that it's made with an abundant amount of love, like caring. And every time I just think about it, or I just start working on it or something, I feel like it's not good enough or something, because people deserve the best, you know what I mean? So I've been a little bit stuck in that sense, but I wasn't stuck. Things have been working, and today I woke up, danced, journaled, meditated, and I realized that all these days were just days, and these are moments of gaining knowledge, of gaining information and everything. And I started reading this book, Her Blood is Gold, literally today, because it has been sitting around and I had no intention of actually reading it anytime soon. But I saw it on my thing, and I was like, that's what we're supposed to do. And then yesterday I read this article, I was reading this article, and then there were some books recommended that had to do with the new moon too and stuff. And I ordered it immediately today, because actually yesterday I wanted to buy something completely else, just for myself. And I was like, no, we're gonna wait a little bit. And then I woke up today, and the two books were the same amount as if I would have bought the thing yesterday. So, and that made me also think about, money is also energy, and it matters where you spend your energy in. You know what I mean? Like, it matters where you put your energy in. If I just consume right now and just buy things to like make me feel something for a moment, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, yes, I felt something, like I felt a rush of dopamine when I opened the package, but I think gaining knowledge, reading books, gaining knowledge, studying, gaining knowledge, all of those things are way more valuable than buying something and having like a minute, maybe less, of like joy, of like excitement. You know what I mean? Because knowledge and education and all of this can take you such like so far. You can implement it and things and stuff, and that's what's happening right now to me. And I've been very, I don't know if it's impatient, it's just I've been very, I think, in my head thinking, not doing much, but also doing. I've been doing my things, but sometimes when you are not working or something, it feels like you're doing nothing. It feels like you're kind of useless or something. So I feel like that when I'm not physically working on something, I feel like I am kind of not doing anything. But I have been doing stuff. I have been doing working internally with myself, and like with my surroundings, with everything. I've been doing really good, and we have to be kind and have some grace, for ourselves. Sometimes that's why it's really good to like journal and write down things and stuff, because later on in the next lunar cycle, new moon or something, you can like look back and you're like, oh shit, I actually did this shit. I actually did this. Wow, wow. You know what I mean? You can be like you can be proud of yourself. You can see how far you've come, because sometimes we are so hard with ourselves and we don't realize how far we've come in our progress and stuff. Go with the day, go with the day. That's another thing. I've been very trying to put a routine on myself, and I put a routine. Like, a routine is really good. Nah, it's really good to have like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do today, this is what I have to do today. But to force the routine, I've been trying to force a routine upon myself, and today I was like, you know what, because the thing, the where I have like a life planner thing or something, and above it says, what is your main goal for today or something. And every single day I would like write something that I have to do or whatever. And for the past couple of days, weeks, I've been writing like calendar, like work on the calendar, but it pushes me in another direction, and I end up doing something completely else. And today I just wrote, enjoy what the day brings. Just go with the flow. I think I wrote, enjoy, go with the flow of the day or something, or enjoy with the something like that. And it allows me to be kinder to myself. It allows me to do the things I know I have to do things, but I know myself, and I have to just be patient. Sometimes I'm very impatient and I want things to happen in the now, you know? And I've been working on this, and I just wanted to, because it's like I have to launch it. I have to do a lot of things. You know what I mean? I have to do a lot of things. But my mind works in a way where it's always at the end goal. Like my I always see the end goal as like, right now I'm on step 1, but my mind is already working on the final steps. You know what I mean? I have like 10 steps, for example, and my mind is on step 9, 10, and 11. You know what I mean? I have to chill out and like focus in the present moment. I have to focus on the now. And I've been putting deadlines on myself, and I noticed that doesn't even work. Doesn't even work because the universe is like, nah, bitch, this is where you're supposed to walk right now. Like, you want to go there, but I have something better for you over here. You're gonna end up there anyway. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it knows already. It always blesses you with something that you didn't even think was possible. So just have patience. Patience. And I'm talking to myself. Like, most of the time, all of the time, I'm just talking to myself. Just talking to me. Everything that I always say is just, I'm just saying it to myself. Shine bright. Be yourself. You're not a burden. Do what you want to do. Have patience. Be in the present moment. Slow down. Breathe. 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 Ground yourself. You can be in nature, you know? Ground yourself. We're always, every day we're like, and we never like, you know, like silence. Sometimes the noise is too much. The noise in us, the noise all around us. Find your inner peace and everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Slow down. Love yourself. Give love. Have compassion. Have empathy. Be kind. You will not reach it if you have hatred and anger and war in yourself. You know what I mean? Your reflection of the reflection in here, out there, you know? Love. Have love. And you will see it all around you too. Have hatred, have anger, have greed, all of that, and you will see it all around you too. Change your mindset, change your reality. You can do this. I love you.